Using Oti as their outside eyes, Lark and Ralph head inside to get close to the staff at Korentus, where they meet Aaron, one of the triplets working in the kitchens. Meanwhile, Sully speaks to an elder Salasander who explains the family's relationship to the fire orchid. And in the evening, the foursome listen to Artie's broadcast, where Sully's suspicion about Helena's loyalties grows. And now that she has come clean about how split she is, what will the group do about it? I guess you're about to find out. This is The Sprouting. Chapter 5, Where There's Smoke, Part 4. Lark, do you choose to dream?
I think they would try not to this time, because they do want some sleep sometimes.
I think...
I mean, if you want, we can do a coin flip.
No, let's tie it to one of your basic stats. So I think in this case it probably is power.
Okay. Well, I have a 90.
Well, 1 in 10 chance then.
You're so dangerous.
Lark is incredibly dangerous.
17. What does that mean?
As an extreme success, you do not sleep.
I don't sleep.
No sleep, only dream. On an extreme success, you get an incredibly good night's sleep.
Nice!
You do all of the focusing things that you need to do. You realise where you are. You kind of like make sure all the energy flowing through you is not disturbed. And whatever dark thoughts you may have, you put them to the back of your mind and you get a good night's rest. Apart from when you have to do watch, obviously. For those of you who are vaguely attentive during your watch, you probably realise that Helen is not sleeping very soundly, if at all. So by the time it comes round to about 7-ish in the morning, just before like you'd expect breakfast to be served, she's already up and about, packing her things, figuring out, kind of like waiting for you guys to wake up, or whoever may be last on watch. So, what do the three of you want to do?
I think basically as soon as Helen has set up, Sully basically does the same thing. He has not slept well.
Okay, then that's probably
Lark is the only
blatantly
one
obvious to everyone.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It was a full moon last night. I mean, it was pretty bright coming in. I mean...
But did we hear the howling? Did it disturb us?
Yeah, for those of you who were awake at the appropriate-ish time, i.e. sort of just after midnight, you definitely would have heard the howling, but it wasn't as intense or as long as it was like the previous night. You definitely heard it, but it was more like a couple of yips and yowls.
Didn't Sully tell us to do something? Like you did the recording thingy. Like, didn't you say tell us to record or something?
Yeah.
When we
Sully
hear the howling?
Yeah, Sully said that if you guys become aware of howling during your...
I think it's more than fair that when they went off, you would definitely, like, whomever was on watch was able to grab one of the devices, set it to record, pick up the few wolf howls, and then it goes quiet. So I think it's definitely something you can have in your arsenal. It's like, yeah, we caught this last night.
Yeah, I think as the team is waking up, what is Helen packing? Like you said, Helen was packing.
She's essentially packing up her night stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like extra blankets, whatever like she may be laying on, like whatever food that she like may have decided to like get out and have around, make sure whatever knives or like whatever weapon she was sleeping with is like stowed correctly back in her bag. You'd notice probably pretty quickly that whatever journal she was writing in the night before is like being packed back into the bag as well.
Yeah. All right. Nothing to worry about. Then Sully's just like, getting dressed, and Sully is very quiet and is basically Sully's basically not going to say or do anything until we go to lunch and dinner. No?
Breakfast.
Until we do breakfast. And the only thing that is on Sully's mind is to keep the group together right now. Like, nobody leaves. That's the only thing that's on his mind.
I think at some point, sometime in the morning, when Lark wakes up, they would probably have, like, if they heard the wolf howls in the night, they would probably have made note of the direction it came from and, like, looked at their compass to determine which direction it came from.
Okay, then let's say that Lark was the one who heard it.
Okay.
Lark was the one who hit record, so you'd be able to, like, the way that your room is positioned is that the window is overseeing where you came up the hill, so you can sort of see a little bit of the path down, and you know that the howling came from the other side of the building, sort of further up the slope. Could I get you to make a hard listen check for me?
That's a nope.
Unfortunately, you aren't able to determine more than it came from up the slope. A more like precise location you're just not able to get with, let's say, the short amount of time that the wolf howling happens. You can't really like pinpoint.
Also, it's on the other side of the room, of the house.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it was just a little too difficult to make out in a short amount of time.
Is it still coming from around the corner? Like, this doesn't feel like it was coming from a new direction?
We did have a rough direction last time.
Yeah,
just
rough
up the
direction
slope
was
somewhere.
Round the corner up the slopes.
Yeah, you kind of don't gain any more than you did previously.
But it feels like it's coming from roughly the same direction.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
I think in the morning, then, like, Lark would just check with the compass and, like, during breakfast, like, look out the windows in which direction that. Like, trying to understand what the fuck the compass is doing.
Yeah, okay. So the four of you have gone down to breakfast. You see that the triplets are, like, serving. They're bright and cheerful, even though despite the early hour, unlike me, they are morning people. Aaron kind of gives you, like, a wave and a smile, and you think maybe served you guys just a little bit more, possibly than the others. The happy-go-lucky couple that were here the day before have definitely left. They're no longer here at all. The blonde with the cap on is still here, and she just seems to be staring pensively out the window. She's done pretty much the entire time that you've seen her here. Other than that, you just see the rest of the family. Lark, as you look at your compass, you notice that the needle, the particles, the needle, are not pointing the same direction that they were yesterday.
Just a particle arrow.
Yeah. The needle, the compass pointing. It's not pointing in the same direction.
I thought there were two things. Like one is the needle and one is the arrow in the particles.
So for that, you would need to look at the particles more intensely.
Okay.
But you can see by looking at the needle, it's not pointing in the same direction that it was yesterday.
Oh. I think, like, if this is during breakfast, they're going to put it on the table and they're just pondering at the compass, like turning it around, like, you know, as a kid when you just turn the compass, like,
yeah,
fucking arrow.
You turn the canvas around instead of turning the dial, yeah.
And then they're probably going to poke Sully and go, where do you think North is right now?
Sully definitely is, like, lost in, like, his own head. He's probably barely touched the food. When you poke him, he's just like, what? Where's what? Sorry.
North.
Sully looks up and he's going to look for a window, and then he's going to realize, no, I know where North is. I've been in this place for a little while now. And yeah, Sully's going to point northwards, as per the sun.
Does the arrow point where he's pointing?
Nope, it's pointing south.
The sun is a liar.
They're going to point at the compass and say, look, it's pointing somewhere else.
Sully leans in. And he's going to pick it up. He's going to, like, turn it upside down a couple of times just to, like, see if the needle's stuck or anything like that.
Just trying to shake it loose.
Yeah, like...
I told you it doesn't always point the same direction.
This doesn't usually happen unless there's a powerful magnet somewhere. We could worry about this a little bit later, after breakfast. And Sully hands you the compass back.
Okay. I just had the compass out last night when I heard the howling, and the needle was pointing. They're pointing like in a direction that was probably north or whatever. The needle was pointing in that direction, and the howl was coming from that direction.
Oh. So this happened between your shift and now?
Yeah.
Sully's scrunching up his face, like, what? Okay, we can do a perimeter walk later and see if whatever powerful magnet is affecting it is close by. We should be able to tell with a short walk. Meaning that if we walk in a straight line for like 100 meters, if the needle starts moving, it means it's closer by. But if it still just points the same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is strange. Sully's never had a compass act like this, has he?
Nope.
I have a compass in my bag upstairs. We'll check that one as well. It might be that yours is just broken. Then Sully thinks to himself compasses don't really break like this.
It's not broken. It's been doing that before.
Where it just randomly turns to the wrong direction?
What do you mean wrong direction?
Well, that's the wrong direction. A compass should point north.
No,
Now
it's pointing where I'm supposed to go.
That's not what that is not what compasses do. They don't point you home or where you're supposed to go. But maybe you have a weird compass. We'll figure it out.
It's not weird. It's Arenda's compass.
But that's not your brother.
No. I told Lark has told you before that Arenda was the one that gave them the compass.
Okay, yeah. They were like a
they're a person from a person from Driftwood.
Yeah. I mean, Miranda could have given you a broken compass. I don't know.
It's Arenda, not Miranda.
Miranda. Sorry. It is a special compass. I'm not gonna disagree with you. But and
very special.
Sully is gonna I think you have it in your hands now.
Yeah.
Sully's gonna put his hand on top of your hand. But we probably shouldn't be flaunting it right now.
Why?
Sully doesn't say it, but I'm going to remind you, you were told that this was being let in on a technicality by the border guards. So, yeah, Sully just gives you a look of have you forgotten?
Helen just reaches over and taps the portion that has the carrot partles in it.
Yeah.
Is it like a pocket watch that has those two sides where you open it up?
Yeah.
That's what I've been
imagining. So it would open so it's not what's called a double hunter where it opens on both sides. It's just a singular where it opens on one side. So inside the lid would be the painted scene of the woman sitting on the rocks in the sea. And the other side would be the compass. So yeah.
I think knowing that carrick particles are rare and the whole trouble that they had with Helen, I think Lark would always keep their thumb kind of on the lid to kind of hide or
cover it over.
Cover it, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. No one's looking too intently at you guys right now.
We're handling something that looks like a pocket mirror or a compass. It's not much worth staring at.
Pocket watch that says, don't forget 3rd October.
No.
Oh, no, my heart.
Don't you dare.
They closed the compass and put it away.
Yeah, Sully's halfway through his breakfast when I assume the rest of you are probably finished. And he's just gonna get up and say, all right, we're going back to our bunks. Come with me. And he starts walking.
I think on the way up, like, Lark is giving Aaron like a wave, just like sorry, I can't help you right now.
As you kind of like walk away, Aaron just like puts 2 hands either side of his mouth, and he says, "You come in and help with lunch in a bit."
Maybe. I'm not sure. Sully might be up to something today, and needs my help.
All right. Well, if you got spare time, would love the extra help. You're wonderful yesterday.
Lark gives them 2 thumbs up.
He also gives you 2 thumbs up whilst holding like a big empty pot of something.
What?
Just like, crap.
Lark does the wait, put it down.
Bits of like whatever gruel or porridge are gone flying this morning. Yeah. Yeah, the 4 of you are going to be able to make your way back up to the bunks fairly easily. Doesn't appear to be anyone else around.
Yeah.
The blonde with the hat is still just sitting downstairs.
The blonde with the hat?
Yeah, the one that's been here since the start.
Yeah. Ham has been describing random people to us the entire time.
Oh, the clerk.
The guest. No, she's a guest.
Oh, she's a guest. Okay.
Like the couple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sully goes upstairs and he goes through his bag and he's gonna grab like a warm-looking gloves and a hat and like dress up. We're gonna be outside for a little bit. And yeah, he's just getting dressed up.
Ooh, what we gonna dress up with? Don't have jacket.
Is Helen getting prepared?
No, she looks like she was just kind of like a little bit confused about why you want everyone to come up and then get dressed. And she's like, she just kind of shrugs and like, I guess I'll see you guys later.
No, you as well.
Okay. She looks like she's like about to say something, changes her mind, and then goes to, like don some extra clothes. She pulls out like an extra jacket for either Lark or Ralph if they don't have anything, because their only jackets were currently with what's his nuts, the master tailor.
I know Lark had a jacket before they got the trench coat, but I think that one was like a spare one that they probably, because of extra weight, didn't take with them.
if Lark is missing something, Sully will definitely pass them like a warm looking shirt or something like that, like some leftover clothes.
A tent.
I'm just gonna double up on any extra. Ralph wouldn't have clothes for cold weather, but he'd probably have extra like padding clothing for like if he were to need to go into somewhere full of like brush and protect himself.
Yeah.
So just long sleeve, but not extremely warm. But he's gonna put as much of any clothing like that he has on.
Yeah, like you guys can see that you can experience like just sitting down in the dining area that it's definitely windier than it was yesterday, and like maybe there's a little bit of snow coming down, but that could just be some of the fake snow up here blowing around. 100% sure, but it did look a little chilly, but not like, oh my god, I'm going to freeze my nuts off cold. It was just chill. So yeah, like extra padding would probably be useful in the situation to keep you warmish.
Are we going for a walk?
Yes, we're going for a very short walk. Sully is very visibly, and he's kind of making a show of this, he's grabbing both his guns and he's putting them by his backpack. And then he's looking at the group and saying, please take armaments in case we get into troubles. I will be unarmed.
By armaments? Do you mean a weapon?
Yes. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Was there any rule that we are allowed to take weapons with us? No.
Yeah. Like they didn't take anything from you guys. They just had questions on your compass and on Helen's diary.
No, I just mean if there's like a general, like a consensus, like if you're inside a town, don't carry a weapon. Like,
no, like it would be kind of still be considered a little bit too dangerous not to have weapons on you because, for example, if the orchids went rampant inside a place where plants are normally totally fine, you would be dead without some sort of machete. So having a weapon on you is just really standard unless the town or the building or the facility, whatever it is like 100% sure that you're never, ever super duper never going to get hit by plants. Whether you trust that or not is entirely up to you.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be standard to at least have some sort of at least melee weapon, even if you don't have a gun.
Then Lark is definitely getting their sickle.
All right. Follow me. And Sully's going to start walking. I'm imagining that yesterday Sully saw some area that looked like it would be like roughly safe from like the elements, the wind and such. Like just like...
Yeah, like let's say that as you were scouting out the extra buildings to the north, let's say up the slope is north because that just makes life easy. That kind of to the east side of that, you can see there's a little like clump of trees, which does seem to be providing like some good cover. It's not massive. There's not like a crap load of trees here, and it's definitely still got like snow and everything beneath it, but it is like a hell of a lot sheltered than walking out just in the middle of the slope.
Yeah. And Sully's going to also grab some fire starters with him because if we're going to be outside, he'd like to have at least a fire, something so people don't freeze to death.
Speaking of, that's a question that I had last session. Does it look like the houses in these in this little town that they have like fireplaces and like smoke coming out from chimneys where smoke is coming out?
Yeah, so all the little cabins out the back definitely have like chimneys and fireplaces, and the big building that you guys are in doesn't appear to have one, but it is heated somehow.
Okay.
We'll get back to that. I have theories.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Sully's going to guide the group to wherever he thinks might be a safe spot to settle down.
Sure. I'll let you describe where you want to be safe.
All right. I'm going to say that a little bit westwards, a little bit up the hill, there's like a little like clearing, not a clearing, there's a little like foresty area. Not like super dense, just a couple of sparse trees. But enough of them that they would break up the wind pretty well. Sully's going to guide the team towards that area, and he's going to find like a little clearing area somewhere where like 2 or 3 trees had been chopped down, which creates a little area where they can sit down. And he's going to gather together a little bit of brush, a little bit of sticks and stuff, and he's going to start a small campfire. It's not big, it's not a bonfire, it's just enough that there's a little bit of heat there.
You know, yeah, that's probably reasonable. Like, you're not asking for the world, just have some fallen branches in a small, tiny little copse of trees. Yeah, you'll have to dig through a bit of snow, but you can do it. And your fire starters that any of you would have would probably be like well up to the task. I think that's fine.
All right. And you guys can definitely tell that the entire, like, since we left the camp, the place we sleep, Sully has been kind of out of breath. He looks very tired. He looks kind of haggard. And once he gets the fire up, he sits down on one of the tree stumps and just... All right. Last night, Helen told me that the government wants the Carrick particles. And she doesn't know if she's going to give it to them or what she's going to do exactly. And Sully looks to Helen.
She looks like taken aback. Like, okay, right, yes, sure. And then she kind of shrugs and she says, so I got a message that some of the priorities for the government have changed, and I need to investigate the crystal, and I know that you 3 have something to do with it. Man, I'm already this far, and I don't... I don't want to give you guys over to the government as my sources, but they will ask if I come back with information. My people already know I'm here. They already know who I'm traveling with. And I have a feeling, I'm not 100% sure, but from gathered information that you guys have just talked about around me, that the particles that you have and the crystallizing are linked.
Probably.
And I don't know what to do, because I don't want to hand you guys over, because you seem like nice people.
Then don't hand us over.
I can't disobey a direct order.
So, if you were to give us over to the government right now, say these three have information about the crystals and they have character particles with them, an insane amount, what would happen to us?
Well, I think that would depend on what information you actually have, how involved you are in everything that happened, whether they believe you. The best case is that you guys turn out to be liars of some sort, and I get eternally shafted.
I'm really curious as to how involved you really think we are.
I don't know. I don't know how involved you are. I don't know exactly how involved in the crystals you are. I mean, I don't know how involved in all this cult stuff you guys are. I don't know exactly where you got all the particles from, or how exactly you came in possession of them, and how you got so much of them. I don't know any of that. I don't know anything. You could have brought me out here to kill me. Well, apart from the fact that you didn't bring your weapons, and I don't know anything. Not really. And I should be just telling my boss that you guys have this stuff, and that they should send someone to talk to you. And the worst case scenario for you guys is that you are really involved and they take you back to one of our bases.
Worst case scenario is that they want what we have more than they want to talk.
Well, yeah.
So, what you're telling me is that our best chance of survival, if we come in contact with your bosses, is that we are liars and they don't need or want anything we know. The best case scenario is that I stole this flask somewhere and I can point to somebody and they go for that guy.
If they believe you, yeah.
And if they take us in, what would you say the odds are that we'd ever get to leave? You don't have to answer that. I understand.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never heard of anyone who's been taken in. I don't know if there's a prison or people get reallocated, or I don't know.
I've got my data collection to worry about. We found this on cultists. They are chasing us. We were looking for seeds. This is so far beyond what I was getting into.
It is. I'm sorry for dragging you in.
I know it's not your fault, Sully. I was here for all of it.
I could have just given it to Helen. I've been very, very greedy.
Well, it is for your brother.
It sounds like they're interested in the crystals, which, again, we don't know. That's what we're here to try to find out. Why do you think we're here?
It would help if I knew what you guys knew about the crystals. Everything. Like, I guess that you guys were involved with the one at the bottom of our mountain.
guess you guys are the ones involved at Milan. But I don't know how many people were there. I don't know exactly who you got these particles out of. I don't even know what caused the crystals in the first place, or what events led up to them. I mean, hell, I don't even know if this is the first time crystallizing has happened. I don't know these things, and I can't even begin to formulate how the hell to get myself out of this if I don't know everything.
Do you not know about the ones at Pt.4?
She shakes her head. No.
Do your bosses not tell you anything?
Well, put it like this. You have me at a severe disadvantage. If I knew everything, you could literally torture it out of me. So we don't know everything when we're out here.
But you don't even know that Pt.4 has been crystallized, and was crystallized 8 years ago?
She shakes her head.
All right. Simply put, our current running theory is that the Sickle of Yamal is doing this. And they're doing it because they want to do something, and we believe that this something is called the Abash of Light. There were 2 people who survived the Pt.4 crystallization. Technically 3. Astur, Henry, and the technical one is me. I had nothing to do with it.
Roland?
Roland ran in.
ran in, grabbed you, went right back out.
I had nothing to do with it. I was simply passing by. I only survived because Roland saved me. And the other 2 are Astur and Henry. Astur died at Milan, and Henry died at the roots of Gumpendorf. We killed neither of these men. They were assassinated by the Sickle. But Astur...
What makes you think that?
We know that. Astur was shot by 2 men carrying their symbols.
Ah, well, that's a pretty good indicator.
They had a sickle with faces on them.
And then we met with Henry, because that's who Astur told us he was going to meet next. Henry wanted to follow up on Astur's work, and as soon as he left Diableria, the safety of the town, we got targeted by some strange shadow creatures. And I've never seen anything like it. I do know that Ralph, unfortunately, has had a run-in with them. Or at least recorded them. And...
You have a recording of this on you?
Yeah. And he pulls Odie out and asks Odie to do the same thing as before.
Odie shows the absolute bare minimum of what you showed the others. Like, down to frames of cutting. Odie does not want to reveal how much they have on them. Helen seems to accept this, although I'm going to say it's probably fairly obvious that she knows what's going on with the video part, but she just nods and accepts.
She knows what's going on with the video part. Oh, that it's being edited as
She
shit?
knows that it's been,
Okay.
Cut.
Redacted.
To the bare minimum. Yeah, redacted. Thank you. That's a perfect word.
Okay.
That OT is redacting, but she lets it go.
I understood that as is then she knew what was going on. I was just like, hold on.
Whoa.
She was there.
Oh, I've seen this classic
What the fuck?
old video.
I love this.
Oh, wow. This is on VidVox in the day. Holy shit. Look at these graphics.
Throughout these interactions, we learned of something called the Abash of Light. Some kind of ceremony, call to action, day of reckoning that the Sickle is working towards.
You know language? Do you know what Abash means?
Yeah. Yes. Let me roll French.
No, don't. Oh no, I'm torn.
She morphs hideously as he recalls French. Everybody takes sanity damage.
Yeah, it's used oddly, I guess. But my best bet would be kind of... There's not one word for it in tourist. It kind of means morning prayers, but I think in this context that's not quite what it means. I think it's like morning praise or bringing the morning, I think.
Morning like the daytime or morning like the sad thing?
Like the daytime.
So, that's the situation with us. We are simply chasing ghosts right now, trying to figure out what the sickle is up to, because the crystallization is very... I thought the thing I saw 8 years ago was a one-time thing. Some kind of a cult gone wrong. But they seem to be recreating it. And from what we could gauge from Henry, it seems like that cult was a daughter cult of sickles. Some kind of a weird offspring that they control or cultivate.
Yeah, it happens. They splinter into small groups. They do different things. And the thing that you saw was like the one on Ralph's recordings?
The thing that attacked Henry? Or?
The thing that you saw at the...
Pythia.
Pythia.
That one was about 10 times the size.
Ah, right. Okay.
Oh, remind me, V.
Yeah.
The thing that came out of the crystals and stole the book, was that the same thing that I saw at Pythia, or was it different?
The thing that Lark saw, no, was very different.
Okay. Sorry, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you didn't see shit.
No,
Lark did.
yeah. Yeah, I was busy running.
Yeah. Makes
Old
sense.
man was running.
Yeah.
When Aster was murdered, we recovered the particles from them. But they came to the burrow with us for a reason. They were looking for a book. And they found that book, claiming that it had something to do with the cult, or this Abash of Light, or somehow had something to do with his purpose. But then he was murdered, and some kind of a creature stole the book before we could get back to him. It was not Christian.
If I'm piecing things together correctly, that's what you were asking about at Gumpendorf, the book?
Yes. We're trying to figure this out.
Okay.
So, you told me last night that you didn't know what to do. I'll tell you right now. If you 100% believe in the end goal of the government, you believe that they are the best. They are the bastion of humanity, and they will save us all. Then you should have told them yesterday when you had access to the radio, where I probably hit the Carrick particle, and you should have left last night when you got your mission statement. That's what you should have done. But
I'm not going. I have too much to do. I have too much to worry about. I have a data vault to protect. I have important things. Would you not be satisfied finding a way to deliver this information anonymously so that when the time comes and we can be sure that we're not going to be dragged away by your government, that you can claim to be the source of that information at that time? Who gives a fuck if we give them the right information and they don't believe it? It's off your chest. You've done your job.
My worry is that I could tell them this, but I'm no one. And
we're no one too.
How can I say...
We're no one too. Who are we?
You're not.
We don't...
You've been involved in what, 3 crystals between you?
And know how much?
You know about
nothing,
this book?
Next to nothing. We haven't even begun to figure it out yet. Why do you think we're looking for this person here? Why do you think we're here trying to talk to a cultist?
I get that now.
We haven't even had time yet.
My worry is that I don't really have a big voice in the government, and I can't claim I'm the source of this. I can't reference events that happened 8 years ago. I was still in the government. I can't claim to be the source of that. And if they do come for the particles, and they come for the particles, they'll
Deliver the information to the radio then.
And they'll come for us.
Have him announce it anonymously, Sully. Deliver it anonymously to the radio so that the radio can tell everyone what's going on. And then that'll be the messenger and we won't be.
I think they're already calling to her specifically. That's what happened on the RT transmission yesterday, right?
She nods. They know I'm with you guys. I didn't tell them about the particles. I didn't tell them where I think you hid them. But they already know I'm here. If they decide to come for it, they're going to come for your family too.
That sounds nice. That sounds real nice. And I don't anticipate that the families that they abduct will be given nice homes.
Nobody ever returns from the government.
Somewhere off really nice and protected with nice city walls and...
Take a psychology check. Literally any of you can do this, it's fine.
Oh, where's was this earlier when I was trying to get my luck roll?
What, a failure?
It's a fail on me.
Lark also failed. Not that Lark would know shit, but...
Yeah, I was like 10.
You shouldn't have relied on me, but I won. It was 21 versus 34. Pretty good.
Yeah, when you talk about like the families being taken and going to a nice place to live behind a secure place, her expression does not relay that that's the truth.
Of course it's not the truth.
They're going to a farm upstate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to the farm.
All right.
If I was doing my job properly, and first doing my job properly, I would have told them everything the moment you handed over those particles, Sully. But these are my people, and I tried to balance the good that you guys have done for me with the radio tower against my loyalties, I guess. And now I'm kind of stuck. So I could tell them everything, and that would be a risk that you guys can take. Or I have to not tell them anything and betray my job.
I don't like telling people how to feel. We all have our own morals and judgments. But I was in a very similar situation to you. About 15 years ago. Sully scrunches up his face. 13. I used to belong to the collective. I used to work there. I was born there. I was a reclamationist for 15 years, and a damn good one. And we sacrificed a lot. Many of my friends died there. Many more of my comrades died there. We did it all for the collective, for the good of the collective, so that it could thrive and grow and hopefully save humanity. And then I saw through the facade. I was put on desk duty, and I saw the paperwork. I saw the trends. They're burning fuel faster than they're making it. And they're gonna burn out, and it's gonna be bad. Every single person in there is gonna be homeless, destitute, with no ability to save themselves. When that thing falls, it's gonna fall, and it's gonna fall horribly. And that's why I'm no longer there. The people I had trusted with my life for 40 years, I had to leave them because they weren't actually doing good with the sacrifices I had made and others had made. If you're gonna sacrifice us to the government, make sure it's worth it. Things are getting bad out here. New dangers are popping up. I'd never seen a danger stain until last week. I'd never seen this shadow creature before. The crystallization. Things are getting worse. And maybe surviving isn't enough anymore. Maybe we need to fight back. fear that the sickle may have worse plans for humanity than the sprouting.
If I find a way to get them the information without dropping you guys in it, if they know it's for me, I'm toast. I don't stand secrets and disloyalty from within. You're asking me to betray them. People who raised me and looked after me. How's that working out for you, Sully?
I'm prouder of what I've done in the last 10 years than what I did with the 40 years before that.
But your family hate you. Unless I'm hearing the conversation yesterday wrong.
Humanity can't survive anymore without strife. There's going to be struggle. Maybe before the sprouting we could just all live together. There were no sacrifices to be made, but that's not the reality we live in right now. Of course I miss the life I had 40 years ago, but that life was created on the blood and fuel of my friends. Is that the life you're going to live? Let me rephrase that. Would you be happy and proud of that life?
Take a persuasion roll.
No! I'm terrible at those! Oh, and I have no luck left. No way. 59 out of 10.
Oh, no. That sounds like a push thing.
You could push the roll.
Oh my god, but
You
with the
could-
10?
You could
Eldritch
spend
bargain.
the luck. Or I could offer you an Eldritch bargain.
There's no luck to be spent on this. I have 35. That would only push it down to 24.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, not even a gifted D6 will help with that.
What would an Eldritch bargain sound like? You've been offering them for, listen checks recently. This is one of the ones that matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Helen wants half the carrick particles from your vial.
Over my dead body.
Talking about the blood and sacrifices Sully has made. The next time you see Athalia will be the last time you see Athalia.
That's brutal, dude. Why didn't I put any points into persuasion?
Then don't take the bargain.
I need to. I need
You-
Helen to betray the government. I need Helen to lie on
Yeah,
her
but
taxes.
I don't know. The conversation doesn't have to be over yet. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
One of your companions could attempt a charm or a persuasion, but they would actually have to say something right now to give them an opportunity to roll. And your Eldritch bargain will be the last time you hear that one.
I cannot sit on it in case people fuck up.
I will give you one person to make one roll,
Before I lock
and
it in.
then after that, it will disappear, yes.
All right.
I will not offer another Eldritch bargain in the scene.
All right. Okay, I'll sit on it a little bit.
I have a 30 in persuade.
I feel like Lark has nothing to offer here.
Don't get us killed. I am but a child and I want to see my friends again.
Here's the thing. They're probably going to be like, oh, you need help? The government can help you.
They're not going to help. They're going to put you in a box and then they're going to put that box in a different box and then they're going to put that box in the ocean. And it's not going to be
Under a
boat.
mountain, come on.
Oh, the ocean. That's where I'm trying to go. Hey.
It sounds to me a lot like I don't really have a choice but to run from you and your government. I have my own drives. I have my own help to the world that I can be. And to try to preserve that, I don't want to have anything to do with this. I don't want the government to know anything about me. I don't want your government to know anything about where my vault is. And as soon as they lay eyes on me, it's all they're going to want.
I need to make a roll.
Should have put points into hypnosis.
Your vault, it's one of the places that has technical manuals.
I've got drives of information, stacks of them. I've been doing this for 15 years, collecting information and adding it to that same computer from hundreds, if not thousands, of drives every year.
And you share that information?
If I'm contacted, yeah. Sully's dealt with me a couple times over the last few years. I give the information out and don't ask for much. I just get favors back.
He works cheap, and he does really good work.
You found me that radio stuff.
I know the importance of what I have and that the information can be valuable. There's a lot of it. It's organized by not even me, an AI system that databases everything. So it can be found.
She looks at Oti, looks back at you.
Who even knows what's in there? It's useful a library as this world has ever seen and that I've found.
You got me the radio. Got me the manuals.
If your computer has a lot of information, can't you just tell the government that you got the information from such a computer?
From my computer?
Not necessarily from yours. I mean, I'm sure there's others like you, right? Others that collect information.
We could set up a drive with the information on it to find and the dates on the files could be manipulated to seem like they're from various points in time. We could make it seem like it's found information.
You think you could pull that off?
Probably. If you want to find information on a drive, I suppose I could put it there and tell the computer.
I mean the things with the dates. You could make the dates line up with Sully 8 years ago, and because I could probably make them understand that I found this drive here. You wouldn't need to put any names on it.
But if you tell them that you found this drive here, don't you think they will come here?
Here's what they need to know. Dead cultist. Anything you find. Look. Dead bad guy. Found a drive. Bunch of information. I don't know how much of strange niche cult information my vault has. I'm assuming not a lot. Because, drives. Old world. I'm not necessarily collecting new information.
Well, we can put that information on a drive, and if you can set the dates up to be right, then if we find someone... RT mentioned that there were some strange corpses near the glass. I can say I found it there.
How long do you need?
I have to check in with my handler tomorrow, but I can tell him I'm on a lead. I mean, I already said I was here with you guys and I wasn't sure where it was going to go, if anything at all. Since you're planning on going south to meet your brother anyway, if I find the information on the way, and it turns out that Revan actually is a genius and not just some bum in the woods,
All right, let's think. How do we deliver the information? What do you want it to look like? What do we put on a drive?
We would put some diary extracts of, hey, there was this thing, it happened today, I witnessed this. It doesn't even have to all be from the same person. It could be research that someone else has put together.
We need a computer.
Right, yeah, a computer. I can stall for time.
Can we make a recording like that thing that we heard yesterday on the radio?
To be able to make
Make it seem like it came out from 8 years ago and was recorded? Like the howls. We have more of these things that record things.
I mean, it's an option.
Can Odie pick up a drive and carry a drive?
Yeah.
He's not necessarily built to, like, finesse it into a computer. So that's not what I'm asking.
Well, yeah, I mean, Odie could definitely pick up a drive. He could definitely maneuver it around.
This should
I mean,
be
Odie...
a drive and not a Well, a USB stick would make it more believable that we found it on a cultist that was trying to, like,
and moving
transport
around
information
from place to place. You could give OT information. OT could go back to your burrow,
Yeah.
program that information in, and then transfer it to a USB that you would have.
And I mean, it
on
is
your
AI,
side.
so I could have it make,
Yep.
like, a code.
Do all the timestamps and
Just
make
to-
everything work.
I could have it write everything in some kind of code that, so it seems coded, but it would be easy to uncode. Yeah.
Like a really basic cipher shift, yeah. 100%.
Make it seem like...
I would definitely want a computer use out of you for it, but it's definitely something you could send OT off to do. And then when OT returns, you can then transfer it onto whatever USB stick, because you probably would have some on you.
I think that using this stick for like have conversations back and forth and encrypted and just, you know, between people is a good way to like frame this, you know, so it can just be data. I don't have to make a fake news article or anything.
Well, no,
and the AI can do a fake conversation with itself and like put bits of information in convincing ways.
And don't forget to forge the signature or the author signature on the file.
Yes, make sure the metadata lines up.
Yep.
And that's where I think the computer use would come in for, like, how well that would be pulled off.
Okay.
But it's definitely something you could do.
Yeah, I'll roll a computer use to be able to do that. That's including the dates and everything? The date manipulation?
That would be like to make sure all the metadata lines up and this, that, and the other.
Yep.
And then I will use your success level on that. If Helen ever manages to get it to the government, for them to figure out if they can crack it or not, or even if it's worth them cracking at all.
Okay.
Do the thing.
Ralph pulls Odie out, gets him ready to go. And before Odie goes, he pulls down his VR headset and does a little bit of virtual typing on, like, towards his one hand towards his right hand towards his left wrist, where he has his interface device to be, and he's going to tap in kind of commands for Odie to feed into the computer, so that you know, Odie doesn't have to do everything, or there's no fail point for like Odie not knowing exactly what to try. Like, he's going to help Odie with some of the commands and nudge Odie towards the results that I'm hoping to see here in making this fake document. So, oh man, oh no.
No. Roll.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. I have to push
math?
this roll, right?
So pushing the roll is essentially a re-roll, but there will be a consequence to failing.
I'm trying to think of what that might be without it being I code my drone to break.
Can I inspire a push roll?
Okay. What are you thinking?
Just if he does a push roll, can I inspire it?
Yeah, you can definitely give Ralph a D6 to increase his roll next time around for sure. let's say if you push it, I'm not going to break OT because we would all die for OT. That's just not even a question.
Sully would literally sell Odie for a meal.
You piece of shit. If you push the roll, I don't want to break OT. That's the thing.
I know.
Because that would just be dumb.
You have a little data pad on there.
If you push the roll and you screw it up, OT will be delayed by 3 days. There is also a snowstorm coming in, so it's going to be delayed anyway. But we will delay OT a few more days if this goes wrong.
Okay.
May attempt a reroll.
We might be waiting for these jackets anyways. I'm going to be real.
You may not be leaving anyway.
Yeah, Helen has a good out to, like, if they get contacted again on the radio, they can be like, I'm stuck in a snowstorm, guys.
Oh, sorry.
She can buy time as long as they don't dig too deeply into her story because she's shit at lying.
All right. Neil.
Push it.
I'll give you my... There's the push. Yes, sir. I'll give you my inspiration. And
So,
then you
I'm
can
gonna explain the push roll. Push roll is re-rolling with a consequence. And then applying luck is literally just applying luck. So they are very
Luck
specific terms.
Luck it.
There you go.
I will.
You can add the d6, so you can do 1d6 less of luck. I think that's fine. So long as Aether, you mark off Sully's inspiration back down to 0 instead of being 1, then you can go ahead and roll a d6. Then you can use whatever else luck you need to turn this into a successful roll.
Oh, well done.
A 6.
Damn, dudes!
All right.
Nice.
So
Nice.
70 at 13 points.
Yep, that's right.
All right. I'm going to use luck to pay for the remainder of my horrible roll, but at least it's better than the 90 I got on the first roll.
That was brutal.
Taking the 78, 6 points off, using that point from Aethor. Thank you. Oh my God. How are we this bad now?
72?
It happened, right? Because like we were rolling really good and we were like, right, the moment we need it and we won't, and then we didn't.
Exactly.
I think Questport is really shitting in our shoes today.
Yeah, I needed a 59, didn't get there. But I'm going to use luck to get the remaining way there. Get the remainder of the way there.
That's fine.
And,
13 points you have to use, I think.
And Raul pulls his VR head. Ralph. My God.
I'm holding on to my
canceled.
inspiration thing because I know Sully's going to need it sometime.
Ralph pulls his VR headset up to his forehead. All right, just give him some time. We'll see if we can get anything back from that that's convincing enough.
She nods. OT walls up his blades and kicks off. You know that no matter where you are, as long as you're not underground and out away from a lot of signal, OT will always find his way back to you. There's enough different, like, wireless charging on the way back. Yes, there would probably be a little delay to that anyway, but yeah, OT will always find his way back to you.
He's
no matter
got
where you are.
Sleepy Street to land at.
Exactly. There's a few other places also, but you think this is probably a day back to the Burrow, bit of programming time, so maybe 3-4 days before he gets back. But since you'll be traveling anyway, and there's a snowstorm,
should be about 3 or 4 days. So hopefully we get something that can satisfy you and convince them, and we can let this go for now until we find anything at all out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for trying to work with us.
It's not exactly a fundamental of where I was raised, but the first people who raised me, they told me that trust and honesty mean something. And I'm trying here.
As I see it, we haven't been lying to you at all. We've been telling you everything.
I know.
We should start lying, though. This is a note. I'm going to put this in my notes.
I've tried not to lie to you guys either. I just can't always say everything.
As far as I know, you've never lied to us, aside from who you exactly are. But I think that was kind of an exception kind of thing.
Yeah. My name's Helena. Prefer Helen. And I speak half a dozen languages. And I work for the big man.
What?
The government.
The government. It's no joke. It doesn't matter.
Well, Helena. Sorry. Helen. Thank you for trying not to get us killed.
Thank you for not bringing me out to the middle of the woods and killing me.
Yeah, there's a reason why I left my gun behind.
Me too.
So it's only Lark and probably Ralph that have like a machete and a sickle.
Oh no, she clearly has a machete, but she doesn't have a gun on her. She's packing a different kind of hit.
Ralph can't hit anything with his shots.
Everyone's out here with just like hand weapons.
She doesn't know that,
Sully.
though.
All right, true. She doesn't know your shit with a gun.
Plants attack and suddenly just strangles himself until he's unconscious.
You notice as you are all kind of winding down a little bit, you notice that there is movement in this little copse of woods behind you. And you see this blue vines, purple leaf, wriggling its way through the forest towards you.
How fast?
Lark definitely grabs the sickle and stands up.
It's not moving massively fast, and you're definitely able to like see it approach. And once it kind of gets past like one of these boles of one of the trees, you notice it's Zlata's grace is making its way towards you.
Oh, that's the plant that did the thing when we were in Milan, in the burrow.
That's a lot of grace. I don't believe I've ever seen it move like this before.
You have. It followed you out of Gumpendorf like this and then turned around.
But that sounded like it was advancing on us, like following us. And
it was travelling with you. This one's definitely advancing on you. Yeah, you're right. You've never seen it like come for you. Yeah. At least Sully hasn't anyway.
No.
Maybe it has something to tell us.
Whoever has weapons, please ready them. Sully gets up, clearly uncomfortable that he left his gun behind.
Like, Lark, gives you a shrug, and holds up their sickle,
Yeah.
Fuck you, what?
This is exactly what I want.
But I don't think they're hostile.
I've
never been attacked out here by them.
Never trust a plant.
Plant is wiggling closer and closer to you. You hear a deep breath, and Helen flips a machete over and hands it over to Sully.
I'm shit at those. You don't want to give that to me.
Like, how shit is Sully at this?
Like basic shit. I don't think Sully has any points in hand.
You went through the entirety of your existence and you're not good with a machete?
Yeah, because I'm good with a shotgun. Let me see. Combat, knife. No, I'm basic, 25.
All right, in that case, Helen flips over the machete, sees that you look equally unimpressed and just takes it back.
Sorry, I was never the machete guy.
No, me either. Guns, and more guns. Zlata's grace makes its way towards your fire. It slithers past one of you and stops almost exactly in the center of you four.
Feel free to take Ralph's pistol, by the way. You could just be like, you stuck with that and I know it. and take it from me.
This is like a vine. This is very hard to hit with regardless of what you're using.
Sully's not a handgun guy. He likes his shotgun and his rifles. He doesn't do other things. That's all you need. Use the shotgun on plants and people with knives, and you use the rifle on people that are using guns. It's so simple.
It's simple, guys.
I have my shit figured out.
I know, dude. I played Halo. Shoddy snipers. I'm there. I get it. I get it. It's the best game mode.
Good point.
You see that on the end of the vine that has made its way into the center of you four, you see the flower. You see the 3 petals slowly open up to reveal a darker dome shape on the inside, with lots of tiny, tiny little holes and depressions in it, which some of us might recognize as some sort of speaker.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was up to.
That's exactly what it did last time.
There is a slight crackle, and you hear 2 voices coming through.
Are we close enough? I think so. I'm feeling better already. Good. You look miles better. Very handsome. Thanks. Look, I'm sorry, Anna. Stop it. It is what you need, Carlos. And we need to collect the flame orchids for the sickle anyway. You're right. I know. Remind me how many we need. Just 1, but 2 would be better. Wish me luck. Wait, you're going now? Yeah, I just, I need to go. It's the impulse. Yes. You'll be able to fight it though. Come back. I would fight my entire family to get back to you, as long as you don't leave. I promise. I'll be here in the woods, and you know the code, just in case. Just in case.
There's a crackle. Everything in the plant, the flowers close up around the dome, and then moments later it all turns very slowly into this dark black powder that the wind just blows away.
It's so hard to start these and not just immediately do Rawls' accent. Hi, everyone. God. Hi, everyone. Neil here. Thank you. I don't know if I should restart this. I'm going to keep going. We hope you are enjoying The Sprouting, a scary one about plants. We hope you like it. If you would like to contact us, you can find us through email at contact@blighthouse.studio. And if you can't remember that, just type blighthouse.studio in your browser. That is our website. And at the bottom of that page, you will find a section with Contact Us, and you will find the email there as well. So contact@blighthouse.studio. And under that Contact Us section, you can also find a link to our Discord server. Come join us on the Discord. You can contact us there, believe it or not. We're on there. Big thanks again to everyone for listening. We really appreciate you. We hope that you enjoy the story coming up, because there's a lot of it. If you have feedback for us, if you'd like to get in touch, have something to shout at us, find us at contact@blighthouse.studio, and also come find us on Discord. We will see you there. We will see you on the next episode. Bye.
Hey everyone, this is Bobby.
Christy.
Jerry.
And Bonnie.
And we're the cast of Haunted Halls, a Blades in the Dark actual play podcast set in the eternally dark city of Duskfall. Follow our crew of scoundrel protagonists as they navigate the haunted streets and do whatever it takes to survive.
Blending drama, comedy, and immersive roleplay, this series features a group of friends bringing ghost-fueled scores and underworld intrigue to life.
Catch us every Wednesday for a new episode on your favorite streaming platform. Be sure to check us out at hauntedhalls.com, spelled HAULS.
Whether you're a seasoned gamer who wants to learn how to play Blades in the Dark, or maybe you just love a good spooky story, Haunted Halls will steal your heart, hopefully, before the ghosts do.